An open-air cinema. Students gather here, sit down, turn it on, and watch something. Their classrooms are like normal rooms, that is places where you can communicate, not typical classrooms where you just sit behind your desk. Look, this is a classroom. They're now having an English lesson. Some of the rooms here are like the best, the coolest, and you don't get them for money, you get them for academic performance. The ceilings are really high. This building, the Myriad, is actually a large residential building with students from different schools living here.
This is a dream come true.
Right. PlayStation, cinema. Let me open this up for you.
They're planting greenery like crazy. They're making bike paths, and like when they do it, they do it really well. There are swimming pools on the roof. It's like a city of its own for students. I'm filming an academic city. I've already filmed it many times. What is it anyway? A unique place. Probably not for the Arab Emirates, but for the world, in case you haven't watched my episodes from Dubai and Emirates, of which there are a lot. This place is like a small town. You drive in through the gates and find dormitories and buildings of various universities on this territory. They took a separate area, allocated it for educational institutions and students, and showed them all in here. And that's everything you see around here. Educational institutions, a university there, another university, colleges over there. Everything around here is colleges, universities, students' residences. I mean, everything related to studying you will find here. It's like a city of its own for students. And today I'm filming a school here.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, how are you, Bassett?
Bassett.
Lovely meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
The first place Basil shows me is the games room. He said he'll move aside so I could film. Here it's how it looks. There are the play areas. That's air hockey. These play areas are divided. Here they play video games, here they play pool, here they sit, and over there they cook. It's a kitchen but without stoves, because it often happens that someone is cooking, like frying something, and it used to be very common in residences, putting stoves everywhere, and every day it set off alarms and everyone had to be kicked out onto the street. Firefighters arrived only to see that someone forgot to remove the sausage from the stove and things like that. So now they started making kitchen without the stoves. This building, the Myriad, is actually a large residential building with students from different schools living here. This is what the class looks like. The kids are preparing. There is one zone, another, studying, preparing here. We'll try to be quiet, but this is how it looks.
This is the English foundation class.
So this is your school teacher?
School teachers and students.
But this is like very, very personal, yeah?
It is, yeah.
The classrooms here are very different from anything I've seen. Essentially, classrooms where they study, their classrooms are like normal rooms. That is, places where you like communicate. Not typical classrooms where you just sit behind your desk. You can say like it's like they're at home or in any other area here where they relax, they look no different. Look, this is a classroom. Different ages, different programs. Some are preparing for universities, some are studying English.
What subjects they can take?
English, math, science, American geography, US history, And then electives, economics, business studies, they decide what they want to do.
I'll show you one of the rooms. There are two options in this program, a double and a single. Students study and live here in the same area. You get your card and then you put it here to enter, and that is what a single room looks like. The ceilings are really high. There's a bed, there's a fridge here, a chair, the desk's pretty large. Of course, there are common areas where you can like relax or have a walk, but I'll show you that later. And there is the shower and toilet, everything's in order. And there's a standard double room, a closet at the entrance, the fridge is twice as big, two desks, two beds. Basil has just told me some of the rooms here are like the best, like the coolest, and you don't get them for money, you get them for academic performance. And those rooms are given to the best students. You have to study well and prove that you are a good student, and then for your different academic achievements, you can be given a room like this. Look, this is a single room. You get an extra couch here. Of course, this is not some huge palace, but this room is a step up. It's definitely an upgrade. The kitchen is also here. There it is, kitchen. It's a separate place. It's not in each room. And here is what it looks like. A very cool kitchen with its own bar counter. You also get mini football here. A TV. It's fully equipped. Very cool. Besides that play area, you have another one in the kitchen. And what's happening here? That is, how is Dubai changing and how has the academic city changed in recent years? They're working very hard on infrastructure. If earlier they took some areas and started building there, and still do, but now they take all these areas which have been kind of isolated from everything and begin to connect them between each other. My brother lives here and he lives in a community, a cottage village, which is probably about 20 kilometers away from the center of Dubai. So now I came to find out that this year they extended bike paths to this community. This means that now you can simply leave your house in this cottage village, or community as they call it here, hop on your bike and go for a ride. That is, imagine a highway and alongside it is a bike path. I'll show it later. And this here, for example, is a desert, but doesn't look like a desert. Here's a bike path. If you have a bike, you can just go on your own way. Further there, you can really see it behind the students. There is a bus stop. Buses stop here. They go to Dubai and come back here at different times, depending on the bus number. Or you may just not go anywhere and just live and study here. I'm in the laundry room. The washing machines are washing, dryers are drying, and by the way, there is a window with a view of one of the inner courtyards. Let me show you. So below you can see the parking lot, and all this is a residential building. Here's another very interesting thing, an open-air cinema. Students gather here, sit down, turn it on and watch something. They also hold events here. We're entering the bistro. That is cool. Look. In a theme of Dubai Safari, which I advise you to do, by the way, for sure. Now we're entering the library, which doubles as a community center. Just look at these cool sofas. Awesome. And also importantly, right here on campus is a 24/7 supermarket called Blue Mart, and you can buy your groceries in Blue Mart, and you don't have to go anywhere far. Everything is right here. I don't think I need to show you supermarket, or like, should I? Let's go in. I already told you how Dubai is changing and the Emirates in general. Here, every 5 or 10 years, they do what they call vision or plan, let's call it that. It's a vision for the next 10 to 15 years. So there is the Dubai Vision 2040 for the year 2040. They're planning a whole lot of development here. I've done several reviews on Dubai's and the Emirates plans on what they want to be in 15 years. And they pay a lot of attention to environment, being sustainable, energy efficient, to irrigation. And they're just planting greenery like crazy. They're making bike paths, and when they do it really well. Look, they have planted these bushes with the flowers everywhere. This is a park, a green area right in front of the university. Everything is marked with navigation signs. I'm sure that you've encountered many times situations when you don't know where to go and just you're looking for signs. Where's the university? Where's the school? Or where's the park? And you're wandering around without any signs to be found everywhere. But here, look, as we're walking around the territory, we find signs for what you might be looking for right on the pavement, like a fitness zone, a multi-game zone, a basketball sign, so you know there are sports grounds right there. Everything's perfectly clear. Look how paths should be done, designated with different colors. You know where the pedestrians go and where the bikes go. And then just look at these living fences. If you look between them, let me show you, there are special hoses for watering them. There's 1, there's 2, 3 of them, and so all this grass will be watered. We're near the gym and we're in the Arab Emirates, so there is a time that is only for girls in the gym. Look, here's the sign that says female only and shows the female only time until 12 o'clock. We have half an hour left, it's 11:30. This also shows the ladies only time and the all together time. Well, we'll be back in half an hour. They're cleaning and tidying everything up. Gardeners and cleaners are working everywhere.
For the social program?
This is a dream
This
come
is
true.
right. PlayStations, cinema.
I'll also show it from the side, the academic building, the residence, what's where, and like this building, so that you can see how it's all laid out. This building, though it may seem small from here, it's actually really big. It is big, and it consists of 4 main blocks. In one of the buildings, you have the rooms where students live. In another building, you have those game areas, kitchens, and so on. In yet another one, you have the study area, the library. Also there, from the inner courtyard, you can get to another play area that we were in. There are several of them. And swimming pools. There are swimming pools on the roof. 3 of them, 3 pools I think. One of the main gigantic projects they want to do is the so-called loop. They want to build something like a metro around the whole of Dubai, but only for bicycles, with air conditioning systems, so you could ride on your bike around Dubai all year round. Around Dubai, first and foremost, and around the UAE in general, because they're developing all the cycling infrastructure outside Dubai as well. There will be air conditioning to answer how you're gonna ride in this heat. What else? There will be also public spaces, shops, and they want you to be able to cycle to work from any part of Dubai. And you see?